that somebody that a specific
Yeah,
concept possesses doesn't denounce its validity.
sir, you are conflating a realm of abstraction, which is mathematics, with the realm of concrete things. Do you understand that you are conflating two different realms? One is a realm of abstract objects, and the other is a realm of concrete objects and their relationships to one another?
But God's
Do you
not a
realize
concrete
you're
object, right? Like, isn't God?
of,
God's a spirit.
of course God,
But
God is a concrete
Hey,
entity.
Darth, thanks for following me back.
Yeah.
well, he's a spirit.
It's
Yeah, I mean, in that sense.
do you understand philosophically what is meant by concrete versus abstract?
Well, I know God's a spirit, so I guess however you want to
That's not an
classify that.
answer to my question.
Well, I don't know how you want to, however you want to define it. I'm
You know
not, I'm
what?
not a philosopher or anything.
I'm really beginning to smell that you're a troll.
What?
Because I asked you a direct question. I've asked you several direct questions, and you're evasive.
Oh, well, I can leave. I just wanted to pop in and ask a question. That's okay. I don't want to cause a problem or anything. I mean,
No, yeah, get out of here. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, talk to you, Darth.
Hey, Darth,
Yeah,
can we have a conversation?
I suspect we have yeah, hold on a second. I suspect we have a little troll here who keeps on repeating the same objections when they've already been answered already.
Well, the
And he
problem
keeps on
was
bringing
the problem
he
was is
keeps
that
on bringing
he was equating the validity of something based on the amount of people that can't conceptualize it, which that's not. Why would you do that, right? So it's like, oh, because more people doubt this, it somehow is less validated or less real than
look.
the other object, which you can't do that.
Some people in the past will hold to certain mathematical concepts and relationships that are either rejected because they're not commensurate with certain aspects of physicality, or there are other mathematical relationships that would mitigate against certain other abstract thoughts about mathematics that would supersede that. But the point is this: he keeps on bringing up mathematics. That's an abstract realm. That abstract realm of mathematics, those abstract objects and their relationships don't dictate what is. But you see, people are reifying mathematics when it comes to the concrete world because the concrete world has an uncanny resemblance to mathematical concepts. So, for example, they used rigorous mathematics and calculations to come up with the plans of an atomic bomb, and it finally worked. Okay? But those mathematical concepts themselves did not cause the nuclear bomb to go off.
Yeah, it's just that the relationships in the world can be described using these like abstract
Right.
mathematical particulars, but the
There's
whole
an uncanny resemblance in the world of physicality
yeah.
to the realm of abstract mathematics.
Yeah, people
But
just
that
need to
realm
understand what
doesn't
abstract means.
cause, right. Abstract means that something is held in the mind,
Yeah.
but is not something that is instantiated in terms of a concrete object.
Yeah, abstract just means existing like as a thought and an idea, not like
Yeah,
having a concrete existence.
it only exists in the mind, but not concretely. That it's not composed of any substance or essence.
Yeah, it's like
It's just
words.
held. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
I just want to ask you.
I'm beginning to suspect that this guy was not really a Christian.
You know the telltale sign of that guy, Darth, when you asked him what he was, he said, "Oh, I'm a theist." That's not how Christians answer. That's not how Christians answer. You
Not
say, "I'm a
usually.
Bible believing Christian." No, but you get what I'm saying right off the
Yeah.
bat. That's there's something weird about that.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Darth, can I talk to you now?
Hold on, I was up. I
Yeah.
was
Go
up,
ahead.
buddy.
Okay, no, go ahead, sir. The guy with the Russian name.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to. I just
No,
So
it's
how do
all
you
right.
say your
You
name?
asked first. You asked
How do you
first.
say your
Go
name?
ahead.
Is it
uh
Chakta?
Sancta Ana.
How do you say it?
Like
Sancta
Sakta, Sakta.
Sancta
Sakta. Go ahead.
Sancta. It's like Sankta.
Well, okay. Well, I'm going to butcher it, and I apologize. So go ahead.
Yeah. So I wanted to present to you another good candidate for the necessary precondition for intelligibility.
A necessary candidate. So you're not affirming that it is?
Yeah, I'm just presenting another good candidate for because
Okay. So then all you're presenting is a figment of your imagination.
well, no, I wanted to
Oh,
present.
no, you're not understanding. Either you're telling me that something is, okay, or it's just simply that you imagine.
Okay, then it is.
Oh, okay. So what is this?
Yeah, it's just the necessary fact under nomological modality that a black man is creaming in Gary Milne's asshole.
Okay. All right. So what we have here is, and let me just block him. What we have here is a troll. Okay. And we will remove him from the room. Okay.
There was an odd level of commitment to wait as long as you
All
did
right, now
just
that
to
that
troll.
troll is
Yeah,
gone,
this is this is
now that
this
that
is
troll's
this is
gone, we can have our convo.
yeah, well, he's now blocked. I mean, look,
We don't need to
they,
entertain
they
it.
have they have they have such contempt for my model of reality and my defense of it that rather than come and refute it, we have somebody who just has the mind of a. I mean, there are even 12-year-olds that would behave this way. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, it is what it is.
All right.
So
Well, Darth, well, I know you're gonna ask me for like what is my position, so I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm a theist, not a Christian, and I just was wondering if you had a deductive syllogism that establishes the existence of the Christian God.
do I have a deductive syllogism?
Yeah, in the form of premise, premise, conclusion, where if the premises are true, the
Yeah.
conclusion necessarily follows.
Sure. If it is the if it is if the God of the Bible infallibly reveals himself, then he exists. Premise two, the God of the Bible has infallibly revealed himself. Conclusion, the Christian God exists.
Yeah, so how do you establish the truth of premise one? You have an argument for that?
Premise one, if the Christian God
Oh, sorry, no.
infallibly
Premise
reveals
two, I
himself,
misspoke. Premise two, that the Christian God
oh
has infallibly revealed himself.
yeah, I simply appeal to the self-attesting content, the collective content of the Christian scriptures, that they are self-attesting and self-authenticating,
Yeah, but
and and let me finish,
I'm
okay?
sorry. Just go ahead.
That the self-authenticating nature of the collective composite message is such that it is undeniable and irrefutable to the impossible. It threw a reductio ad
Okay,
absurdum,
so premise two is that the Christian God has revealed himself, and then when I ask you what's the
and
argument for that, wait,
that
let me finish.
because it's
Yeah,
self-attesting.
I know. Let me finish, please. I gave you that respect. Give it back to me. Okay, thank you. So premise two is that the Christian God has infallibly revealed himself, right?
In
And then when I
creation and in the Christian scriptures in a way
yes,
that is self-attesting.
okay, that's the second time you interrupt me. Please just let me finish because I'm trying to get a point across. So premise two is that the Christian God has infallibly revealed himself. When I ask you for an argument that establishes that, you appeal to the Bible, which is in your definition, in your concept, special revelation.
Hmm.
So you're
Yeah.
appealing to revelation to prove revelation, which is begging the question, which is an
Hmm.
informal fallacy.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's the problem with that. Okay.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
then, so do you stand on that criterion?
What
And
do
be
you mean?
careful. And you need to think. You need to think very
No,
carefully
I'm
how you
thinking
answer.
very carefully. I think you.
Don't over talk me as you didn't like me over talking you.
Sorry.
Right.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
You need to think very carefully about the answer to my following question. Do you apply that criterion to your model of reality?
What do you mean when you say apply that criterion? What
The
criterion?
criterion that you're using, you
What
just said that
criterion?
my reasoning. Look, Don't jerk me around like you're stupid, because I'm beginning to strongly smell that you're a little weasel and a troll.
Don't
Your
insult
voice
me.
is reminiscent. Okay, hey dude, your voice sounds very familiar, like I've dealt with you before. Okay, and my
It's morning.
patience is running with it. Overtalk me again, and you're gone. Now, you just laid out a criterion by which you dismissed the self-attesting nature of Scripture. Are you rejecting in principle that any state of affairs that are articulated can be self-authenticating?
Yes, I hold to the fact that question begging is an invalid way of
That's
reasoning.
not what I asked you.
I'm not understanding the question.
Okay. I said, is any proposed state of affairs, do you reject in principle that any proposed state of affairs can be self-attesting and self-authenticating? And if you
Uh,
dodge the question, I'm going
I'm
to
not trying
kick
to. No, no,
you.
no. Listen, the reason I was on mute after you asked that is because I'm trying to think. I'm like, because you
You
told me to
have
think.
10 seconds to
What the
answer
heck?
the question.
Can you give an example of self authentication like the
Okay,
Christian
goodbye,
God? Yes,
goodbye,
yes. I do think it's possible. I
goodbye.
do think it's
Yeah,
possible.
you're a troll.
I
Yep,
do.
yep, we got you. Yeah. See, this is immediately one of the strategies that they ploy. When you hit them between the eyes with a very narrowly framed question that goes to the heart of their objection, and they're uncomfortable in answering it, they start playing the definitional game, the dodge game, the obfuscation game. And this is what he was doing. Now, what
And
he's saying
it
is
was
that,
funny, Darth, that he claimed that he didn't understand your question, but yet he was using the criteria to dismiss your proposition,
what he's
but then
saying is,
claims
what he's saying is that the self-attesting nature of the God's revelation, either in creation and scriptures, constitutes the propositional claim of the composite content